Hello everyone and welcome back again to the third part of this seminar. I did not want to do 3 parts of the seminar, but I ran over. So what I'm doing for this third part of the seminar is I am going to show you how to use Cronometer, how to navigate in MyPlate and choose myplate.gov, and also how to navigate in the Healthy Eating Plate for Harvard. Now, Cronometer is one of my favorite things on the internet. What it is it's an awesome food diary, and basically what it does for you is here you can see I'm logged into my account right now here, and what you can see is I have everything that I had for breakfast this morning in my smoothie. I put in the baby spinach, I put in the Greek yogurt, blackberries, the strawberries, the almond milk, raspberries. I used half of a banana in there, and I also used some whey protein powder. Now, it tells me that I have consumed 259 calories and that I only have a budget of 896 more calories today. But if I add, let's see if I go here and I add some exercise. Say that I walked 1 mile. So say that I walked 1 mile. Here we're looking at 3.5 miles per hour level brisk, firm surface walking exercise. So we can click on that. And if I walked for 1 mile, I'm going to say maybe that's about 15 minutes. So if we add that to, we now see that we're able to consume a few more calories in the budget. It went up to 947 calories because we need to burn 2,204 more calories. But because we burned some calories, we are able to do a few more calories in the remaining meals. So what if I went up here and I said that I was on the elliptical? So let's say that, and let's say that I did, because we're not really going to start out at 30 minutes, let's face it. We can probably work our way up to 30 minutes, but we're not going to start out at 30 minutes. So if we go to, we say that we did this for 8 minutes. We went from 949 calories allotted for the rest of the day to 981 calories allotted for the rest of the day. So the more exercise you do, the more calories you can eat. However, that's not always the case. We should definitely balance our diet. If you scroll down here, you can see that you have some targets. So we've hit 40% of our targets, 29% of our fiber target, 56% of our iron target, calcium, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B12, and folate, which is folic acid. But we can scroll down and see how much of each vitamin that we need every day. So what we can do is we can go and, for instance, we eat an avocado. Well, avocados are rich in, let's just say they're rich in vitamin D. So that vitamin D would go up. Right now we're in the yellow for a lot of these. So we need to find foods that are rich in some of these minerals, and but not high in these lipids, and also not high in these carbohydrates. We're going to hit our targets for carbohydrates soon. If we look up here, we can see our carbohydrate target, our net carb target, is 42 grams, and we've already gotten 26.6 of those in our breakfast. So we need to make sure that we're staying under this 42 grams or not going too far over it. So this is a food diary, and it just basically can help you through your day. Specifically, it's almost like a Weight Watchers, because in Weight Watchers, when I was on Weight Watchers before, you had to go in and you had to tell it what foods you ate, and it gave you so many points per day. Well, this is like the point system, except you're now adding your food in, and it's letting you know how much more you need to eat or how much less you need to eat of certain things. So that's Cronometer, cronometer.com, CRONOMETER. And it's free to use. You can upgrade it if you would like to, but it's free to use. So I'm going to move on to MyPlate. Choose MyPlate. This is our government website, the United States government. Now you can register for this. I'm not going to register. I'm going to scroll down. So what I told you was that you can scroll down here to get your MyPlate plan. Now, if you go there and we click on that, we can then scroll down here and hit start. And after we hit start, it says temporary, our apologies, the website is currently unavailable. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Healthy Eating Plate, and come back to MyPlate, and hopefully it's back up by the time we get back to it. But Healthy Eating Plate is much like MyPlate in that it tells you how many vegetables, fruits, healthy proteins, and grains you need to eat. So it does not have all of the food groups that I don't see dairy in here. But it basically gives you an ideal of what you need to eat every day. But if we go over here onto the left navigation bar, it says, what should I eat? Healthy Eating Plate and Pyramid. Healthy Eating Plate translations: whole grains, proteins, vegetables and fruits, fats and cholesterol. So if we scroll into that, it says types of fat. So we can look to see what the types of fat are. And we see unsaturated fats, and I was talking earlier about saturated fats. These are unsaturated fats. These are the good fats. If we look at saturated fats, these are the fats in the, that are not good for you. Saturated fats, the biggest sources of them in the United States are pizza and cheese, whole and reduced fat, milk, butter, and dairy desserts, meat products, cookies and other grains, and a variety of mixed fast food dishes. Yes, so the saturated fats are not good fats. So we need to look and see how many more of the unsaturated fats that we can eat as opposed to the saturated fats. We can look at cholesterol. For now, we're going to skip over all of that. We're going to look at something else. We're going to look at healthy weight. And here we can see how we can measure body fat, so we can go there, because sometimes BMI is not always the proper way to do it. So we have body mass index right there that determines your body mass index. It tells you how you determine it. And we look and we see Lancet. They looked at participant data across 4 continents, found that for every 5 units higher of a BMI above 25, the risk of premature death increased by about 31%. So you can read through that if you would like. It tells you about waist size and how you can measure your fat through waist size. And know your weight size and how to measure and assess. So I'm not going to read through all of that right now because this is only a 15-minute video. But as you can see on the side here, on the left navigation bar, you can look up recipes. So let's say you want a recipe, a home-cooked meal. a good home-cooked meal for yourself? Well, you now have many different things that you can look up as far as home-cooked meals. So let's click on poultry. Let's just amuse ourselves here for a second. We see poultry recipes. So chicken, shrimp, and fruit salad. I cannot eat shrimp. I'm very allergic, but that's another story. Many recipes, many nice recipes here that are nice and healthy. So the healthy eating plate is a good reference for things like that. So let's look at my plate plan again. Let's see if we can go back on here. Start there. It's still out. So, but anyhow, you can enter your age, your weight, and your height in there, and it will give you the food groups. But there's another portion to this My Plate that I would like to look at. So let's see if we can get to it. It's the healthy eating on a budget. So if we click on healthy eating on a budget, a lot of us, when I was young, my family could not afford a whole lot of things, and so we ate what we could afford. Well, this is going to help you create a grocery game plan. Plan your weekly meals, make a grocery list, and save more at the store. So let's look at plan your weekly meals. And wow, that's loading. Doesn't look like this site wants to cooperate a lot. But see what you already have. Use a worksheet to plan your meals. Create a list of recipes to try. Visit My Plate Kitchen for recipe inspiration. Now, of course, that's not very easy to navigate. It's easier to navigate on the Harvard page, I think. But you can find recipes on this site as well. Visit, think about your schedule, and plan to use leftovers. So down here you can find recipes on My Plate Kitchen, so let's click on that. Again, this website doesn't want to cooperate with us, but that's okay. We can see that we can browse all your recipes. We can look at the recipe for April. Some of these don't look very healthy to me, but I mean, you can make that choice on your own, find out specifically what calories actually go into Cronometer, and place in there specifically what you're eating off of this list. And once you do that, it'll tell you specifically how much more you can eat during the day and what you should be eating, the type of carbs that you're eating, the minerals, the vitamins, everything that you need is right there on Cronometer. So let's look at April recipe. Let's see what they have here. Temporary down for maintenance. That's okay. I was able to show you Cronometer, and I was able to show you home cooking meals. So in conclusion, the healthy eating plate from Harvard. In conclusion, for these sites are some of them. I believe that the ChooseMyPlate.gov is not quite as easy to navigate. However, there are a lot of really good things on there if you take the time to navigate through it. There is a left navigation bar on the Harvard website. So it's much easier to navigate because you have everything over here in the left side. So in conclusion for these, just take your time and make your way through this, and I'm sure that you will find Cronometer, ChooseMyPlate.gov, and the Healthy Eating Plate very advantageous to you as you continue down your road toward proper nutrition. Thank you and have a wonderful day.